Zondo, right?
Yes.
So I want you to tell me about yourself. And not the serious side that you think the internet wants to hear, right? You on a normal Saturday. Just tell me about you.
Wow, on a normal Saturday. You're starting something here. I am a child of God first. And I think for the purpose of the interview, I am an entrepreneur, a newbie in the game. I think I'm about a year and a bit old in the game. And I'm a mother, and being a mother has actually kind of like given me a sexy fun side to it because I love playing a lot. I'm a fun-loving person. Normal Saturday for me, old school. I clean for myself, So I'm Emily over the weekends. Love cooking, love watching movies, but I just fun-loving person, love to play, love to tease wherever I get an opportunity to do that. Yeah.
And how did you get into entrepreneurship? What said, I want to start a business?
Oh my, it has been a dream of mine since 2009. But as you know, I think our generation, you're brought up to believe that you need to study and go get a job. And the fear factor then kind of like held me back. 2009, I just couldn't take the risk. I was way too scared. I had young kids and all I could think of is put food on the table for them. Fast forward, 2022, corporate game got a bit heavy, tiring, toxic, where you actually feel like you don't belong and you don't know who you are, you're trying to find yourself. And I took a sabbatical, but in that sabbatical, I kind of like just before I was meant to go back to corporate because I gave myself about 3 months. I was miserable, like really miserable. The thought of looking for a job made me kind of like, I had sleepless nights, if I may say so. So then I thought, okay, let's revisit the dream. It was, that little voice, that little...
And was the dream always coffee?
Not necessarily coffee, a restaurant. I love food. I love food. So I forgot to mention that cooking is one of my favorite pastimes. So just starting a cafe was one of the things that I wanted to do. And, then it was what type of restaurant, cafe theme you want, or concept you want to actually latch onto. I then kind of thought of where I'm the most happiest, where was I the most happiest. So I worked for a French company and the streets of Paris, just walking the streets of Paris, in the patisseries and those corner cafes with the bistro chairs and the flowers and the macarons. And it's like, hey, okay, you've got something here, you're onto something. So, and that's how LeFleur Café came about. Yeah.
And look, for people who don't understand coffee, who just say, it's just another drink.
Yeah.
Why do you think then coffee is important to a point where then you turned it into a business?
I'll be honest with you, I didn't know anything about coffee. I knew how to drink coffee though, and I knew what a good cup of coffee tastes like. So I am a coffee snob. I can walk around the whole day buying cup of coffees and I'll be complaining like crazy with every cup of coffee. Yeah. So when I started LeFleur, I was very sure and kind of like determined to find a good bean that would make people come back for more or have one or more cup of coffees while they're sitting and enjoying their meal or maybe a cake or a croissant. And I found this coffee bean that has actually kind of like changed my life. I drink 68 cups of coffee. 68 cups of coffee. My barista actually kind of like limited me to 3 cups a day and would literally get into an argument. Like, you cannot tell me how many cups to drink. So for me, we can't say coffee, it's coffee. There is a comfort for me about what coffee does for me. It's like a addiction of some sort. But I love the fact that it's a smooth drink, and that's what I would appreciate with any cup of coffee. So I needed to make sure that that's what I give my patrons, what I would enjoy.
For me, coffee's always been like a ritual for me, I've noticed since I've started drinking coffee, and now obviously I will move to drinking this particular one. When I wake up, I'm always like, I am not opening my laptop until I've had a cup of coffee. So it just becomes like a habit and a ritual that zones me in, and now I know I can take on the day. So just tell us then, where can people find your product? How do you then work?
So yeah, actually, when you say coffee is a ritual, that's the reason why I ended up packing the retail pack. So when LeFleur temporarily closed down, I had a lot of my community asking me now where they're gonna get the cup of coffee. And I was miserable as well because I couldn't get my 6 cups of coffee from LeFleur. And I decided I'm actually gonna take the bean and grind it at home and make my own coffee at home. And I just realized that I can actually take the LeFleur coffee into my patrons' households or the community household. They can make and brew their own coffee, which I find it's actually a more satisfying experience.
Yeah.
You know, that aroma, and you're in charge of what
It's
you're
like you
making.
take your
You're
time.
in charge of what you're brewing, and you can turn it into anything that you want to turn it into. You can use a Chemex, you can use a V6, you can use a French press, you can just explore with the coffee. And that's what I wanted my customers actually to experience. So we are launching an online store. I think it will be live in a week's time. So they can order then the retail pack from our online store. So we'll post everything on Instagram where they will be able to actually purchase the coffee, and hopefully with the accessories as well that they could use for
That
experience. Yes, because it is a moment of experience.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I heard somebody, I think I saw it on social media, where it's saying, guys, stop rushing drinking your coffee.
Yeah.
Like people going into a coffee shop, getting coffee, rushing. You're on
So
the go,
true, so
sit
true.
down, soak it down. So what's your favorite coffee?
I'm a cortado girl. Hey? I don't know how
Teach me what a cortado is.
It's a double shot with a little bit of milk. So it's a
Okay.
cappuccino, but a kind of like a mini cappuccino of some sort.
Okay.
I'm not sure I'm explaining it correctly. As I said, I'm not a coffee connoisseur. I'm a good coffee drinker though.
That's what counts.
You know, yeah. So I'm a cortado girl. I'm still learning how to make it at home. I make a mean cappuccino, if I may say so, at home.
Yeah.
So don't give me the barista machine. You know, I can brew well, but
Yeah.
that milk art is still
Yeah.
a stretch for me.
Okay. So for our viewers who are listening to this, I think most of them are entrepreneurs, right? And I am a business coach.
Yeah.
And I do my best to make life easy for entrepreneurs, right? What is something that's bugging your mind as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, that you want to maybe ask a coach or a business coach? And I will do my best to take out the genie in me and to answer the question as best as I
I'm so
can.
glad you asked, okay, because my kids are telling me that my energy is actually making them buzz as well.
It's the coffee.
Actually, probably, you know what? I think it's the coffee.
It is.
So where I'm at now, I feel like I'm evolving. You know, I started as a new entrepreneur. I've paid my school fees in the business. With the evolution of LeFleur into now selling coffee beans, the biggest kind of like question that I have, or I would call it a frustration more than anything, that I have is trying to balance that evolution, because LeFleur Café still exists. It's just temporarily closed, and I'm trying to actually make sure that it comes to life, because it has been a passion of mine. And I've got this baby now that is coming into play that I'm trying to marry into this. And it's that balancing of what comes first. Can I do both at the same time? You know, it's like having 2 kids and giving the one more attention than the other. And how do you balance it without losing the momentum of the one that you're leaving behind? You know, I think for me it's that balance.
So when we say a cafe, you mean where people are going to walk in
Yes.
and purchase your coffee?
And sit down and have a meal, because
yeah.
LeFleur Café was a sit-down
Yeah.
establishment.
Yeah. I don't think you should be struggling with that, because you're selling basically the same brand. It would have been a challenge if it was a cafe and now you're introducing something that's completely not within the same line of work. Does that make sense? So a cafe, you'll be selling your coffee beans. People will be coming in to experience your coffee in a cafe. There are people who don't like to make it at home, and they would like to, after a jog, their morning jog, get into a cafe quickly, purchase a cup of coffee. So they're not fighting each other. Does that make sense? So I wouldn't say you should overthink that. What I would just say, obviously, with opening a cafe, you need to think about the energy that goes into managing a physical store.
I think that's where the question is coming from, because I know what it takes to manage, because that's where we've been.
Yeah.
And now I think it's that reopening, drawing that energy and leaving this behind. It's just trying to find the balance.
You're not leaving it behind. When you open the store, this will be your flagship. It's your product that you're going to have in your cafe. That's what you're going to be selling. The problem is not this product that you have. The problem is, or the question that you should rather be asking, do I have the energy? Do I have the funds, the reserves to actually establish a cafe? Because it's going to stress you. It might take a lot of energy away. Then this might then slack, right? So if you've got all the resources, the capital to give yourself a good 6 to 12 months runway, then I would say go ahead and establish the cafe. You've done it before. Now you just need to make sure, will I be able to afford the rent 6-12 months to come? Do I have the staff? Do I have the energy to manage the staff? And how will I be bringing people into the store? But it's a complementary, it's one and the same product. I hope that
it has.
It does.
Thank you.
All right, all the best then with your coffee. I will definitely be ordering more, and I hope everybody at home who's watching this will also go onto your online store once it launches.
Order. Yes.
And order. So what's your social media handles where they can get you?
Okay. Hashtag. You see now I've got
LeFleur Café. Is that how you say it?
LeFleur.
LeFleur.
Yeah, we've had some issues with that because in French it's supposed to be la fleur.
La fleur.
A she flower, if I
may
explain it. So they must
just Google you and AI will show.
So for me it's a he flower more than a she flower.
All right.
Yeah.
Lungile,
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for their time and
Awesome.